few updates on what I want to do in the garage. I did get a bookshelf ordered, which is awesome. I was looking at doing wallpaper. Got very interrupted. Anyway, no, so I wanted to put wallpaper in there. What's on my cheek? Is that a shadow? Something on my face. To go fix my makeup. I think I got like a brown smudge on my face or something. What is that? I haven't been doing mascara lately because I just feel like, do you see that? My face feels cleaner when I don't. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, sometimes I just start to feel really stuffy with mascara. Anyway, so I ordered a bookshelf, which is going to be awesome. I'll put a little picture of kind of the vibe I'm going for. It probably won't end up being a lot like that just because it's such a tiny space. It's literally like, I don't know, like 6 by 6. But yeah, I think all my stuff will look a lot nicer on a bookshelf. It'll like display it a lot better. And I wanted to get wallpaper. I was looking at this peel and stick wallpaper, but then when I was really looking into it and thinking about it, it's very humid here. And I think that's a bad idea. I think it would just peel off the wall eventually, and then I would have wasted all this time and money. So I think I'm just gonna try to do like a painted pattern. So I ordered one of those stencils. I'll show you. I'm not sure what colors I'm gonna do. I kind of want to lean into the green and keep it a little more monochromatic. So maybe do like, I don't know if I'm gonna do a lighter background or darker background, probably lighter with like darker spots. And then I want to do something like this that has the little, paint the little diamond shapes gold. I think that'd be cute and subtle and not too dark because the white bookshelf is gonna take up most of the wall. But yeah, my husband's outside working out. I can see him through these windows. But I think I'll take up most of the wall, which I think will be cute. And then I'm gonna hang maybe a little light in there. I got some little lighting strips for my shelving. So like I have my counter and then there's shelves above it, just to light up the space a little more. And then when I do packing videos and stuff, it'll just add some more light. But yeah, I'm excited. I think those things are a good start. I think it's gonna make my studio and all my items a lot safer and look a lot nicer. So stay tuned for that. And then I'll take you through that process with me once all that comes in the mail. So I'm out in my garage and I have this extra lamp in my house that I'm gonna, I don't know, plug in out here just for some extra light. Since it's not really being used. Anyway, I had a shade for it, which I don't know where it is, which is weird. And also, you know, the piece that the shade goes on here, also don't know why that's missing, but whatever. In my house, it's not that shocking. I don't want to get to the point where I'm plugging too many things in out here because I only have so many outlets and I don't want to like blow a fuse. So let's see. Right now I just have my little scale plugged in, but I plan on having some other stuff plugged in at some point. All right, let's see if this helps. Okay, that's a little more light. That's not bad. Better than it was. It's already getting hot out here. So my curtain wall came in that I'm gonna try to set up to like separate my space from the rest of the garage. And there's like about 8,000 pieces in here. So see if I can do a time lapse of me putting this together. This might take like an hour. Might need to bring a fan out here at some point. All right, these look like the little loops to hold the curtain on. Where's the instructions? That would be helpful. Let's put everything in little organized piles. Oh, Allen wrench, always need one of those. All right. Well, they're little separated little baggies, like labeled. That's nice because we all know that sometimes some of the stuff you get on Amazon comes with no instructions, let alone a bunch of labeled pieces. We have this piece up. Gosh, I am sweating. Okay, then I have to do this little corner, make a little bar for that area. And then we'll see what curtains I have in my bins, and we'll see what length, like what height this needs to be at. So I'm pretty sure I have some extra curtains that I didn't use in our old house. And it's in one of these bins. Oh, this one feels heavy. Oh, this sounds like not it. That is old fish aquarium stuff. Check. I think oh my gosh. I'm gonna break something. Oop, there they are. Perfect. Let's see. Hopefully we have enough to fill in this whole area and I don't have to go buy any. So let's see. I can only imagine that the back side of these are gonna get so dirty being out here in the garage because they're white and my kids come in and out of this area. These are just old IKEA curtains. There's one. So these ones are 55 inches. These ones also 55. I wonder if they're all 55 or if these ones back here I just pulled out are longer. I think they're all 55. Okay. Well, let's give them a try. Okay, so we're gonna pop this back out if I can. Jeez Louise. All right, so let's do this angle for a minute. Can you tell how hot it is in here? I'm glistening. Whatever is too long on the bottom, I'm just gonna go and cut. All right, so I did one here. So we got it shorter and it's just above the ground, which is perfect. So I'm gonna try to do the similar length for this next one. Let's give him a little more space. I kind of just followed one of the crease lines on that last one. This one does not have that. So we're just gonna kind of guess. So I'm gonna let this hang forward. And then I'm gonna pull this one. They don't have to be perfect, just close enough so they're not dragging because it's not like these are in front of a window. So you're not actually gonna see where these are at. So let's start, we can do it a few times. So let's start around here. Let's get this nice and flat and even on here. I think that is pretty close. How can I mark that a little bit? Okay. Then we have these babies, which are a lifesaver. Otherwise, I wouldn't even get near to a straight line. Since these cut so fast, you get a lot closer. All right, here we go. Okay. Sorry for the sound. Tapping against that metal piece. All right, here we go. Bam! Look at that. Best thing, best investment ever. Oopsie. That one's a little shorter. But like I said, that's not really, it's not a huge deal. This one is dragging a little bit, not a lot. This one was a little shorter than the others. But I think I'm still going to take off just a bit. Let's do, we're going to do somewhere in there. Let's do about here. I don't want to do too much because as much as it doesn't really matter what it looks like on the other side, I'm kind of a perfectionist. So if they're not sort of close, it's going to drive me up a wall. Okay, boom. All right, let's see where that one is at. Please, dear Lord. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so this guy is the one that's like super long, and I don't have him on the right side of the table. to make this as easy, but we're just gonna figure it out. So let's kind of see how much is pooling. Moment of truth, people. Oh, you see that? That's not bad. That's not bad for how much I tend to wing it. Okay. Let's bunch these up a little bit so they look a little fuller. I'm really excited for how this turned out, and once I get my bookshelf and everything in here, it's gonna look so amazing. All the paint and everything. Sorry if you hear any background sounds. They're trying to be quiet out there, but yeah, we're gonna get this all situated, all this covered up. It's gonna be awesome in here. I'm so excited to have this functional space. So I normally like to tan, and I get a lot of sun in the summertime, and I just get like, you know, a nice natural tan. But it is so humid here, like coming from Colorado, which was, you know, dry and nice dry heat. Sorry, like everything you see is like from the people who lived here before. This is not gonna stay this way, just FYI. Anyway, long story short, I threw on some self tanner just because I've been feeling like not tan and cute, and my dumb butt stained up my little Von Dutch tank top. It's like covered in self tanner. I'm like spraying it, but like I don't know what I'm thinking. There's no way this is gonna come out, but you have to try, right? Like, I'm just spraying everywhere where it's like slightly brown. The back isn't actually that bad. It's this side. It's like when I was putting all those curtains up, I was getting so hot and sweaty out there. I should have known because I also just put this on last night, so obviously there's still going to be transfer. I just don't use self tanner that often, so it was not in the forefront of my mind. But here we are, now trying to save the life of my tank top. All right, check back later for an update on my poor tank top. So I filmed this whole like long clip that you couldn't hear anything in because I had changed my shirt and I left my microphone. It was like still on, but it was like sitting away from me, so it was trying to pick up my voice from across the room. No, I was just saying I really need a haircut. My hair looks so thin on the end because it is. Like my hair is usually like, I don't know, an average thickness. And I sometimes do dumb things with my hair where I went and did like an undercut. So that's what all this hair is. If you ever see this peeking out, it's trying to grow in. I'm so sweaty still, sorry. But and that's also why I have these like little sideburns that stick out. I did not have enough hair to do that. So like by doing that, it made my hair so thin, especially since I usually have my hair like really long. So I don't know, I'm thinking I'm gonna cut it up like mid-length so it doesn't look quite as bad because it's really bothering me. But thanks for watching my video today, and don't forget to go check out my shop, Brass Bull Vintage, on Etsy to check out all my vintage finds.